Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
I feel like we really are on the cusp of a mass institutional adoption, both of DeFi and of other blockchain technologies. I think this is also like one of the key obstacles to mass retail adoption. A lot of people in the space previously thought that retail adoption was like the big wave, but I think institutional adoption is a precursor. You have to connect to where people are. You have to go to where the value is. You can't build a new financial system from zero, ignoring the existing financial system where everybody's money is, where all the value is, where the real world is, trillions of dollars in value. You can't just say, oh, forget about all that. Let's just build something new over here. That doesn't work. And so I think this wave of institutional adoption over the next year or two is going to be what's going to pave the way for mass retail adoption. And then we can deliver on those promises. Like, we all want to bank the unbanked, but like the unbanked, like they have to be able to spend their money to buy groceries and pay their phone bill, and so we have to have that institutional connectivity. And I don't think there are any obstacles. I think that's and I think this conference shows that.
And that conference isn't the only thing that shows it. The Q3 markets report from XRP that was published on November 1st also showed it in some of its highlights. And if you'll look here, it says here that institutional interest in XRP investment products continued on a very positive trajectory, with Bitwise, Canary, and 21 shares filing S1s for XRP ETFs. The links will take you to this October 9, 2024 article where it shows that Canary Capital follows Bitwise in filing for spot XRP ETFs. Now, we know Gary Gensler's out of the way. We know the current administration wants the U.S. to be the crypto capital of the world. We know that legislation is moving forward, and we know now the narratives are coming out to highlight the benefits of cryptocurrencies and bitcoins of things of that nature. As you can vividly see just on the border over here, Bitcoin can reach new highs in Q1. Okay, so they're pushing it now, and I have to let you know that I'm really struggling to make this video because my laptop's not acting. I have to make a lot of short clips to get this through. But this article shows that the crypto firm Canary filed to create a spot XRP ETF, the second issuer to bid for an XRP ETF in the last 7 days. So it's on to get XRP into ETFs, which should also impact the price of XRP. But more importantly, the big money's coming. The adoption is coming. Filings are coming, and they're very likely to get approved. And if this administration moves as fast on this as it's moving on things like the ICE and the border control and helping out North Carolina and things of that nature, this is going to happen pretty quickly and pretty soon, folks. Of course, I'll put the links for the articles in the description, and you can read them more as you wish. And they're not alone. This article from November 1st of 2024 shows from the block that 21 shares also looks to secure SEC approval for an XRP ETF amid growing interest in other crypto funds. So now the big institutions, the giant institutions, they're not necessarily currently just getting involved. That's a narrative. They've been involved, and I'll show a clip from a prior video to show that. But now they're releasing that information to generate an interest, the same as they did with Bitcoin ETF, so that it spiked up over $100,000, and it got a lot of consumer interest, a lot of retail interest, and that's really what they're after for liquidation. And you can see that it says firms have been vying for crypto over the past year after the SEC approved crypto ETFs for the first time earlier this year. It was even before the past year, and I'll show you a clip from a video.
And as much as there's narratives out there to make you believe that the big players are not involved, they are absolutely involved, have been involved, and now we're getting to the point where they're ready for everyone else to get involved and to be their source of liquidation. That's what's going on in a nutshell. And so what I'm going to show is that institutional money has been going into the crypto industry, the very wise institutional money, in preparation for one of the largest market booms, we'll say, that has ever been seen. And so if you want to benefit from that, it's going to take a change in your paradigm of what is money, how do you use money, where to put your money, and what's money going to become.
Yes, that that video is from 7/23 of 23, I believe. Institutions are ready. Are you ready? In the end, that's what it said. And so we can see very large institutions, including GRAYSCALE, seeks to convert fund with Solana, XRP, and Avalanche into an ETF. GRAYSCALE Investments has asked the SEC for permission to convert its digital large cap fund, which includes Solana and more, into an ETF. This is from October 15th of 2025. Who is GRAYSCALE? Well, GRAYSCALE, as you can see here, is one of the leading crypto asset management firms on the globe. Leading crypto asset manager, we transform disruptive technologies of the future into investment opportunities today. GRAYSCALE is not alone. Somebody even bigger is in this foray. And we can get an inkling of that right here. Let's listen to Larry Fink from BlackRock.
Specifically on Bitcoin, as I've said in the past, we're a believer in digitization of products. ETFs was a big revolution for the mutual fund industry, and it's really taking over the mutual fund industry. And we do believe that if we can create more tokenization of assets and securities, and that's what Bitcoin is, it could revolutionize again finance. Specifically on Bitcoin, as I've said,
Revolution again, finance. And that's where we are, folks. So when the report here mentioned these three players here, there are far many more players that are involved. And so as we see these things developing, we need to get on board. We need to know what we hold. We need to know that a wave is coming in beyond our imagination. And by the way, hi, I'm DKWILL, and this is DKWILL Talk About It. I have a parrot who talks while I talk sometimes. If you've been around, you know that. I haven't made a video in a long time, probably since November. I'm still fighting technology, in all frankness, and I came up with a Microsoft Clipchamp. I'm trying to use that. So I wanted to talk about these institutional inflows to the XRP ETF markets. I believe it's going to happen fast and furious. And I believe you can hold on to your XRP because once they're finished manipulating the prices, they're going to let it fly exactly the same way they did with Bitcoin. I'm DKWILL. This is DKWILL Talk About It. And I talked about it. Have a wonderful day.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.